good evening, and welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway, where tonight, Fire for Effect Foundation Arca Series opens a brand new season under the lights at one of the most intense venues in all of racing, folks. And tonight's title sponsor brings real meaning to this event. Fire for Effect Foundation is a veterans for veterans mission, and it provides military veterans with material and financial support when they're in need and have nowhere else to turn. The organization grew from a small streaming channel run by two veterans into a nationwide service focusing on helping veterans in difficult times. There are few places more fitting for a season opener than Bristol. Fast, tight, and unforgiving. It's the track where the field is always under pressure. And we'll get ready to see how the drivers fare in just a few moments' time. Tonight, I'm your host, iRacing, bringing you all of the live coverage here for the 200 laps at Bristol. It's going to go by quick, fast, in a hurry. I want to say thank you very much for joining us here on the Digital Racing Sports Network. It's a pleasure to take you from green to checkered flag, as always. Adam Ramsey and Joe Conan, alongside Sean Kisser and Jared Smith, Christopher Reel and DJ Patterson, Sean Hook, JJ Pope, Cole Crawford, Derek Darby, Laird Landers, Michael Patrick, Devin Bellamy, and Garrett Landsberg. And Ensberg, round out the drivers that are going to take the green flag start. And speaking of green flag, it's in the air, and it's green, green, green here at Bristol, baby. 72 gets a poor start. The 97 gets to the high banking here at Bristol. Quick, fast, in a hurry. The 24 degrees of banking really helping him out get that move done on the number 52. Further back, the 72 loses a couple of positions on their opening run currently and trying to charge back up through the field, but looks to be the middle line. The 13 gets a hip check from behind from the number 36. New fast lap comes in from the number 97, this time by. Cole Crawford in the backfield getting things done. One position up for him, but it'll be Joe Conan who's actually making moves done, or losing 4 currently, trying to catch back up to where he currently stands. With a seating capacity of over 160,000, Bristol is one of the 4th largest sports venues in the USA at its peak. Patrick here. Looking forward is Laird Landers. Whoa, and a big spin there from the 22, and that'll be the first caution to fly. And who was involved in that one? Was that JJ Pope? Let's get a DRSN replay of what happened here. Looks like the 22 comes down on the number 4. Let's take a quick replay and see what happens here. Yeah, it's always a big one to discuss who comes down and who moves up, right? It's always half one way, 6 the other. So far, the gains look pretty positive for the top 5, except for Ramsey, who has gained nothing at the end of the thing. It looks like the 14 is going to get an EOL. Gerard Essenberg coming down pit road now, and will serve that end of line penalty anyways. Back in 2021-2022, Bristol was temporarily converted back to its dirt roots, hosting its first NASCAR Cup dirt race in over 50 years. That was 2021. Joey Logano winning the inaugural Cup dirt race back then. Feels like that was just yesterday. Back in 2016, the battle at Bristol, the Tennessee versus Virginia Tech football game, drew nearly 157,000 fans, setting a world record for football attendance. Lights are out on the pace car. We'll get formed up 2 by 2. Noah's Arc formation here shortly. And what a beautiful golden hour it is here in Bristol, Tennessee. Elevation change, nearly none on the racetrack other than the banking, of course. It's like saying Daytona has elevation change. It's 28 feet up to the top of the banking, so there's your elevation change for the most part. But we are at an elevation. We're 1,400 feet above sea level, and will have some effect on the cars at the end of the day. Green, green, green as the flag goes flying. The 14, badged the 14, but really is the number 97. Takes the lead. Adam Ramsey, Sean Kieser, Jared Smith trying to get things done in the background. What can he do? From third position, looks at the inside line, but a caution is called. One more time, Gerard Essenberg being the causation of this one. Let's get a DRSN replay of what happened here to Essenberg. And it looks like on cold tires may have done it all on his lonesome. No help from the rest of the field on this one. Oh, there was an incident ahead of Essenberg with the 44 going around. That would be Devin Bellamy going around. Let's see if we can actually find out what happened to Bellamy here. The 44, keep your eye on him. He obviously was the spinner, and then the rest of the field bunched up behind him. Does he go up into the wall? Oh, there's another accident with a 46 and the 82. So the 82 causes the 44 to check up, and then the 22 and then the 14 get involved. Very hard to decipher what went down there. Drivers that are making up the most moves right now will include Michael Patrick. Started in 14th, currently running in 9th position for the number 28, badged 28, looking at the number 81. And we are Noah's Arc formation. That means we will go green here in just a few moments, folks. Very short laps here at Bristol for behind the pace car. Toyota leads the Fords. And the rest of the field will follow. Manufacturer's choice is quite obvious tonight. Here we go. Pace cars pulls in. The field belongs to Adam Ramsey now, but green flag is in the air and unleashes the field. 14 takes off, and Sean Kieser tries to keep up, but he's getting swallowed up in a 3 wide with Jared Smith and Sean Hook. Number 57 getting his elbows out right now, trying to get through on the rest of the field. The 52 is there. That's Kisser. Hook is watching and waiting in the wing right now in the dirty air, though. But there goes the 52 up into the concrete wall at turn 4. Oh no, two big incidences above the apron will mean that we'll get a caution, including the 44 and the 2 of Darby. Let's get a replay of what happens here. And it seemingly looks like he does it all on his own, and the 44 has a sympathy spin. Devin Bellamy in the rear having that sympathy spin at the end of the night. Third caution here. Lap 21 of the 200 run that we have in store for you at Bristol. Burke here getting that lap back as the lucky duck. Let's go through the grid and check out some of these liveries. We got an Arca Raiders theme going on for this one. This is actually a pretty great looking one as we get formed up 2 by 2. We'll only have time to take a look at a few of them, but they are great looking paint schemes out on the racetrack. I saw an Air Force livery out there as well from Cole Crawford, the number 4. Heart goes out to Cole as an Air Force veteran myself. Here we go, ready to go racing. Behind the pace car, we anticipate another green flag run, hopefully. Ready to go racing. Red flag goes green, green, green in the air, and Adam Ramsey has these restarts pitch perfect on the go of things. Jared Smith and Sean Kaiser. Jared Landers goes down the order of few. I think he loses a position to Sean Hook and Cole Crawford on his slow start. Looking up ahead, Sean Kisser and Sean Hook are wheel to wheel coming through the backside of the racetrack. Currently running in 3rd and 4th, Sean Hook and Kisser respectively in those positions. Landers and Crawford are going at it in the background as well. Let's not forget about them. The 13, look at the stamp of the sand, trying to follow the 4. Yeah, through and through. Coming out of pit lane, I believe that would be Gerard Essenberg. Ramsey getting chased down by the entire field. Whoa, there was a big wiggle there. I believe that was the 82 of JJ Pope. 13, 36, and the 82. Look at these paint schemes underneath the lights here at Bristol. They absolutely look beautiful here in Tennessee. Battle between Cole Crawford now and Christopher Reel is going to not be settled, coming through 1 and 2. Out of the corners of 3 and 4. Looks like the 4 backs out of it, actually. Might lose another position here to the 36 of DJ Patterson. Patterson retorts with kindness and fairness here on his run. And they're going to bump doors, though. Trade a little bit of paint between drivers. No harm, no foul. But the 4 is going to give a bump there to the 36 in the rear end. The Air Force livery giving a little chomp to the rear end of that 36 of DJ Patterson. Oh no, big incident. Cole Crawford involved in the big one. Get a DRSN replay of what happened here between the 4 and the 36. Just going around all on his own, possibly. Goes and kisses the apron, and that will begin the spin, and then he'll get hit by the 88 after that. Man, oh man. I believe that would be the definition of the commentator's curse, folks. Calling out a driver and saying nice things about them only leads to poor things happening at the end of the day. Stop saying nice things about the drivers. Okay. Start saying the real things about the drivers. Adam Ramsey's in the lead so far. Jared Smith running in second. Sean Hook running in third. Here's your top 3 locked in. 2 positions gained for Jared Smith, 4 gained for Sean Hook. Couple of fast laps coming in for the field, though, but the 14 barrier has only been broken by 1. It will belong to Ramsey. Lead hasn't changed a single bit over the course of this event. 35 laps under our belt so far, with a 4th caution being called. Drivers getting girded up 2 by 2. You know what that means. Race start. A race restart is about to take place. Into the restart zone again. The 14 of Adam Ramsey is a rocket ship and leaves everybody behind in the dust. Jared Smith and Sean Hook left to their own devices now. DJ Patterson in the background and Derek Darby here in 7th position. Jared Smith has to defend square and fair. Behind is going to be Sean Hook, but Hook has his own devices that he needs to deal with. Sean Kieser right now is going to be in the 52 and in 4th position. Not too far behind and easily able to make something happen as the drivers continue to trade best lap times. There's your fastest 5 last laps. Went Ramsey, Real, Pope. Now goes Ramsey, Pope, Darby, Kieser, Real. Keep our eyes on the backfield as well. Take a look at the fastest 5 for 5. This is the average lap times as well. Be down into 15.3s for the entire field. Whoa, there's a big one now. That's Derek Darby involved in that, and the cars begin to pile up, and holy Toledo, the 22 gets flipped over. That'll be Robert T. Burke, who is trying to recover and get laps back on that one. Let's take a look at what happened here between Darby and Real. 88 and the 13 come together. Or is it the action from up ahead, the 46 and the 36? Oh, and then the 88 just gets a nose involved, and then, yeah, he'll... again, tough to call that. I'm glad I'm not a steward and I'm just a broadcaster, where I don't have to make tough decisions about the cars on track. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after these messages.
And we'll get back to rubbing and racing in just a second. Hi, I'm Panda. As you may know, I run WGY6 Crisis Squad, and where we are currently is not WGY6 Crisis Squad. This is the Fire for Effect Foundation channel. So why am I here? I'm here to talk about my affiliate partner and what they do. Fire for Effect Foundation, as they're streaming, rubbing, racing, coming in, making jokes, and giving you entertainment. As you watch, subscribe, donate, all that money goes to be able to financially fund veterans that may be struggling. You may not think $1 or $2 really does much, but it does add up, and I can prove from everything I've done over the last decade with mental health, $20 at some points can save a life. It's a hot meal for somebody that's maybe homeless. It's a power bill for a struggling parent. It's a new car tire that gets a parent back to work. It's clothing for an interview. It's not just, I couldn't handle these bills. It's, this may be the last thing that puts me in a bad place. If you can, please consider donating today. And we'll be right back in just a minute.
Thank you very much, folks, for your patronage, and thank you very much for your guys' support here. It's been a pleasure to be part of such a wonderful organization and help out a great cause. The Fire for Effect Foundation is just doing tremendous work, and great to be part of it. Just thank you so much for letting me be part of something beautiful. As we go green flag racing, it's Adam Ramsey, who's mastered the restarts pitch perfectly. Lap 49. We're about to reach the quarter way mark of this event, so in about 2 hours of running at this pace, the commander is in a bit of trouble as he's got Sean Kieser and JJ Pope around him currently. Pope looks to the inside, forces the 46 to leave some room there, and the 82 of Pope will find the daylight to get a wheel well along the inside, but the lick of the stamp and ascend by the 46 will conclude that conversation. Bringing alongside the draft is going to be the 57 red, white, and blue machine. Good Wrench Services car looks like it has the momentum and the speed to find another position on its drive. John Hook in that piloted 57 machine. Up ahead, the battle for the lead is within Adam Ramsey and Jared Smith's grasp as the duo duke it out for the lead. This is the first time that the 52 has challenged for the lead. And it will be the opportunity that he needs. Here he comes, but he's going to get help from behind the 52. And Sean Hook in that 57. Excuse me, that was not the battle for the lead. Adam Ramsey is gone to the races and so far up the road that we've lost track of him. He's 1.6 seconds in advance of the rest of the field. He might walk away with victory tonight. 14.98 is going to be his best time compared to the rest of the field. 15.10, 15.03. Taking a look at the last lap times around as well. 15.2, 15.5, 15.6s. And there goes Ramsey. What happened here? And no caution. And no caution called for Ramsey. DRSN replay. What's going on for the 97? Everything's going fine until it's not, all by his lonesome. No pressure even. Let's go back over to the action, but we're back under caution immediately. Darby and Crawford end up coming together. That will be a meatball flag for Cole Crawford in that number 4 Air Force machine. So the 88 gets a little loose there. The 13 ends up collecting him and finishing the job. It will drive through and then hold the brakes. No, and then the 4 of Cole Crawford ends up getting the worst of it in the end of the day. Now we've had changes for the lead. We've had changes all around this event. Now what can be said for the drivers that are in the lead of the event at this moment? Can they get anything done? And can they hold on, or will they continue their fight and allow the rest of the field to challenge? None of these drivers in the top 5 have broken that 14.9 barrier other than Ramsey in 6th. So I wonder if Ramsey is going to have the continued pace to be able to catch up. Lucky Dog going the way for Robert Burke. That's going to leave us with just, unfortunately, 7 cars on the lead lap now, battling it out. Christopher Reel is going to be the first car a lap down, meaning he'll get the lucky dog. Pace car pulls in, gives the field to Sean Hook and Jared Smith to leave us to the green flag. And it looks like Hook has also mastered the restart now. The 57 leads by a country mile in front of the 30 and the 52, Jared Smith and Sean Kieser. Landers, the number 46, looks onward to the 52 and the 30s battle up ahead. JJ Pope, the number 82, is going down the order currently, but still up 4 positions on his charge. Adam Ramsey is here in this conversation as well. That 82's weaving more than my knitting grandma. And Holy Toledo, he bumps up against the barrier and he'll lose that momentum that he was gaining. Again, another graze against the wall. I mean, he'll lose some ground. Here comes that Adam Ramsey, number 97, and he's going to spin like a Beyblade. Holy smoke, can Adam Ramsey get a break tonight? At least this time the caution was called. Let's see again what happened to Ramsey. Comes down, checks up behind the 46. Oh, he does get hit from behind from the 36. That would be DJ Patterson. Christopher Reel getting the lucky dog and getting back onto the lead lap, but a low of P10 and a high of P5 trying to get back there. This will put 8 cars on the lead lap, was just healthy for the field. Sean Hook up 6 positions right now. Amazing run for him currently. With a low of P8 after he took a quick pit stop on lap 46. Green, green, green as the flag colors in the air. 57 of Sean Hook gets an okay start. Sean Kieser behind is not too far back. JJ Pope not getting the best of runs, but there goes the 97 of Adam Ramsey. Now 2 spins on those sets of tires, if I'm not mistaken. He did come in on lap 69, so on a new set of tires for Ramsey if he got lucky. Sean Hook still leading the charge, currently up 6 positions, and then Kieser, Patterson, and Jared Smith. Here we go, there goes Ramsey on JJ Pope. Jared Smith getting things done on DJ Patterson. Oh, then the 36 Patterson touches the apron. Holy smokes, he almost loses it trying to clip down to the apron. Up ahead, the 52 under threat from Jared Smith. Smith goes for the open door. 52 of Kieser allows the opportunity to happen. Lap 82 of 200. We're almost at the halfway point of this historic event, the inaugural season opener here at Bristol for the Major League Sim Racing organization. I feel like at this point of the race pace almost matters less than restart execution. As long as you're in charge of this restart, you'll have control of the field. The 52 was doing it very well these last two times by, but Adam Ramsey was the one who showed us how to get it done for those opening laps. Speaking of Ramsey, here he is up in fourth position right now. Christopher Reel, who got that lap back, sits in front of Laird Landers from 708 Racing. Round of 10th separating the duo currently. Sean Kieser here and dealing with Adam Ramsey's attacks. Ramsey might have started in the lead of the race, but tumbled down the order and has had to show us what he's made of as far as pace, grit, and confidence. Ooh, staying out of the way is the number 44, but just barely out of the way of Sean Kieser. Devin Bellamy, number 44, into pit lane. And this is a tremendous, I'm not going to say it this early because we still have cars battling it out. But all I'm going to say is there's a graph on the top left-hand side of the screen that shows us green versus yellow flag running. And this has been a healthy run up until this point. Kieser as we look back to DJ Patterson in that 36, who's looking like he wants to attack the inside line. Definitely gets a wheel well along the inside, but it's not enough room for racing just yet. Whoa, big hit into the wall for the 52. Patterson's going to capitalize on the situation there and drive right on by. 6.2 seconds the gap. Sean Hook to Jared Smith, who controlled the restart with precision and grace. Smith and Ramsey side by side. What can Ramsey do on his run in the Arc Raiders machine? He's going to find out P2 is just like P3. Lonely as ever. And the pursuit to Sean Hook, well, it's a steep mountain to climb. Sean Hook lapping a little bit quicker last time by than Ramsey. Doesn't mean it's done and dusted yet. 6.3, the gap between Ramsey and Hook. We'll keep our eye and monitor how that fares over the run, especially as traffic becomes into play. We're going to see a lot of drivers jostling for position, different strategies, different tires. We still have 8 drivers on the lead lap. Robert T. Burke is going to be the first driver a lap down. Coming down onto the apron is going to be the 57, and the 52 is going to avoid that contact. Whoa, the 82 is going to make a huge move and then spin the 52. We're going to keep it green, I think. Holy smokes. And the 52 of Sean Kieser is going very slowly now, as I think he tries to recover from that big incident. JJ Pope decides enough is enough, and he'll come down at the halfway point of the race. Looks like 4 in fuel for Pope as he gets back out onto the racetrack. More pit stop calls at the halfway point of the race. Sean Kieser, Devin Bellamy is already in pit lane, and Cole Crawford as well. We've lost a few drivers on this run so far, down to just 10 that are still running. Big moves being made by drivers throughout the field, though. Sean Hook still in the lead of Adam Ramsey. That gap has actually expanded from what we said was 6.3 seconds to now 7.6 seconds. So a second gained over the past few laps from Hook. Jared Smith still in trouble as Patterson closes down behind him. Making work with traffic right now. The 36 DJ Patterson actually running a little bit slower, able to get his lap back. We're fighting to get that lap back is the number 46 of Laird Landers, down to 4 on the lead lap. unable to get the run to go around DJ Patterson. 30 and the 88, Jared Smith and DJ Patterson still locked in arms for the battle for the podium, though. And if Christopher Reel finds a podium tonight, he's got to do a shoey or something. That'll be an amazing run for him. Caution is out as Sean Kieser is involved with a big one. Looks like a little kiss down to the apron for the Ideal Pest Machine. But he's okay after that. Oh, man. And then he'll spin it all on his own and come up to the high side of the racetrack with a big hit to the barrier. This opens up pit road for the entire field. Ramsey, pretty much the only one deciding to not come down pit road. Ramsey had come in on lap 69. Nice. Christopher Reel getting the lucky dog will get a lap back. Here we go. Ready to go racing. Ramsey back into the lead, controlling the field once more time. We said it was going to be all about the restart. Can Ramsey control the field? Sean Hook, though, on fresher rubber, can go for the lead himself. Ramsey in a little bit of trouble. The 57 looks around the outside, closes down the gap, and slides back in front of the 97 of Adam Ramsey. Quick caution here as we approach the final 70 laps of running, folks. Patterson and Ramsey. Ramsey keeps on trickling down the order. The driver is on fresher tires, keep swallowing him up. Take a look further back Will be a battle between Derek Darby and JJ Pope, number 82. Equal machines for Pope and Darby. On the racetrack, they're still trying to settle out who's going to be in 8th and who's going to be in 9th.
We'll get back to rubbing and racing in just a second. Hi, I'm Panda. As you may know, I run WGY6 Crisis Squad, and where we are currently is not WGY6 Crisis Squad. This is the Fire Corps. Why a Fire? I'm here to talk about my affiliate partner and what they do. Fire Corps Effect Foundation, as they're streaming, rubbing, racing, coming in, making jokes, and giving away money. As you watch, subscribe, donate, all of that money goes to be able to financially fund veterans that may be struggling. You may not think $1 or $2 really does much, but it does add up. From everything I've done over the last decade with mental health, $20 at some points can save money. It's a hot meal for somebody that's making homeless. It's a power bill for a struggling parent. It's a new car tire that gets a parent back to work. It's clothing for an interview. It's not just, I couldn't handle these bills. It's, this may be the last thing that puts me in a bad place. If you can, please consider donating today. And we'll be right back in just a minute.
Powerful stuff. Absolutely powerful stuff. From the Fire for Effect Foundation Arca series. Brand new season under the lights here in Bristol, folks. It's a pleasure to take you green to checkered flag on behalf of DRSN and the Major League Sim Racing organization. There's a big checkup. There's a big bump in the rear to the number 30, who's gonna find out what it feels like to go down on the apron at basically 120 miles an hour. Able to keep it green, but the 30 of Jared Smith still trying to negotiate with the 44 of Devin Bellamy. A little further back, Ramsey settles his conversation with the number 46 of Laird Landers, who's now a lap down. Excuse me, 2 laps down for Laird Landers, leaving us with just 4 cars on the front row. Here is DJ Patterson. It's Ramsey. Getting moves done on the 44 has not proven to be easy, but Ramsey and Patterson able to slice it up and chop it through the field. Derek Darby here and JJ Pope, the 82 and the number 2. And still go after it. 146 of 200. Once we got rolling, the green flags have just non-stop flying. Taking a look up ahead, Robert Burke and Laird Landers are going to go after it as well here shortly. DJ Patterson and Adam Ramsey, 97 and 36. They're going to battle for the last 50 laps over the podium position. As we all know, the championship run starts here. And it's still anybody's ball game. There goes the inside line for Ramsey. He looks for it. He found it. Can he make that move stick? No, not on this occasion. 36 promptly shuts the door and denies any entry. And the battle for the podium continues to rage on between Ramsey and Patterson. The field has not been allowed to breathe tonight. That changes the whole complexion of this race. In the beginning of this race, it was less about long run speed and more about who can manage the repeated resets. But the longer this goes, the more that composure becomes a competitive advantage. So, what has happened over the course of this race has been a show of patience versus aggression as the 22 gives a little love tap to DJ Patterson. Robert Burke getting spun by the 52, spun back right round, goes below the apron, and I think we'll stay caution free on that occasion. 13 to Christopher Real comes down low like he was going to enter pit lane, but avoids doing so. Speaking of pit lanes, here comes the 22 of Burke after what happened to him. Sean Hook in the lead of this one. Once he found P1, he really hasn't let go. Commanding run so far that could be snapped away with one quick caution. '57 finding good moves on the traffic. That will put the 36 a lap down, and a nice touch there from the 13 to the 36, but the 36 will recover in some healthy way. Christopher Real being the aggressor on that occasion. Cheers for Sean Hook in the YouTube chat from Jennifer. Cheers from chat for a lot of people, actually. Jared, Conan, and a lot more throughout the field. Thank you very much for your love and support. Do not forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, get notifications for when we go live next here on Digital Racing Sports Network. 97 and the number 30, Jared Smith, after Patterson was passed by Ramsey. Now, he was able to close down the gap and give a big squeeze to the number 30 and prevent him from turning in. That big checkup allows Ramsey up into P2. Now, what can he do? Almost an entire lap back at this point. Where is Sean Hook? Sean Hook, amazingly, about to lap the entire field. This pass here will put Jared Smith a full lap down now. And unbelievably, there is Ramsey. And with 29 laps left to go, Ramsey decides it's the time to come down pit road? I mean, when you have no other options than to do something different than the rest of the field, I guess that makes sense. Foreign Fuel lights up the smoke. Gets back onto the racetrack. 3 laps down from the leader, though. Very peculiar strategy. JJ Pope into the pits as well. Have to keep our eye on these lap times. Sean Hook lapping still in the 15s, 15.7 last time by. Compared to a 15.3, 15.4 from Ramsey. To me, the continued pressure looks like 15.1. There we go. Gaining half a second per lap. Sounds about right. 23 laps left to go. Let's look at the gap. It is going to be 47 seconds. Ramsey might have pulled out the right call. Sean Hook needs to come down pit lane. Unless Sean Hook can keep Ramsey in his sights, he needs to come down pit road. The math just isn't mathing, folks. 20 laps left to go. Ramsey continues to pull out half a second a lap. It's going to be close. Traffic for the 57. Stuck in the middle. Behind the 46. Slots in now behind the 22 of Robert T. Burke, who sits on lap 165 currently of the 182 completed. Ramsey obviously putting in the fastest 5 lap times. There's a big spin. I think that was Devin Bellamy. No, that was not. JJ Pope, excuse me, is the one that crashed. And Pope will take care of himself. Get back on the racetrack into P8. Sean Hook still trying to keep his eye on Adam Ramsey. I don't think that's going to be easy to do. Where is Ramsey in relation? He's gained a huge amount of time. "12 laps left to go, though. Ramsey continues to run into trouble on the racetrack. He's got the 52 up ahead. Ramsey continues to chop it up through the field, but DJ Patterson is 6 seconds up ahead. And a little bit of trouble. DJ Patterson able to negotiate the traffic. 36 does quick work with the 44 and the 22. Eight laps left to go of the 200 that we've run tonight. Caution called, caution called. With 5 laps left to go, I think this might be setting us some green white checker territory. It'll be the 82 of JJ Pope who brings out the caution this time. It'll be Pope down on the apron. And trying to correct that car. Able to get it spun in the right direction, but I think that wasn't really the cause. Devin Bellamy was the cause there. Let's see what happened to the 44 of Bellamy. Oh, up into the barrier and then collects the 13. Christopher Reel, who's really had a helter-skelter night. Sean Hook decides enough's enough on these tires. And is he able to stay a lap ahead of Jared Smith now? Oh, excuse me. This is DJ Patterson we're looking at. Sean Hook stays out. Came in on lap 195. Is a lap ahead of Jared Smith, who also came in on 195. Ramsey stays out. Came in on 170. Lucky Dog should go to Jared Smith. And there it is. The Lucky Dog does go the way of Jared Smith. Adam Ramsey gets a wave around. JJ Pope gets a wave around. Robert T. Burke waved around, so the wave around's going to take place here in just a moment. Sean Kieser, basically the entire field that stayed out trying to get laps back will get waved round. Green flag in the air despite the wave around not taking place. 2 laps left to go. So Sean Hook, 1 to go. Adam Ramsey ahead of Sean Hook here. And this is going to be it. It's going to go the way for Sean Hook at the end of the night. He's going to take the checkered flag and the win here at Bristol, baby. We'll let Sean burn it down and look at the official results here. The unofficial results are Sean Hook, Jared Smith, Adam Ramsey, 1, 2, 3, DJ Patterson, Laird Lanyards, Derek Darby, JJ Pope, Christopher Reel, Robert Burke, Sean Kieser, Devin Bellamy, Cole Crawford, Jared Essenberg, Joe Conan, Michael Patrick, Christopher Etpar, rounding out the entire field. Let's see if we can get drivers in for their interviews here in just a moment. Trying to find anybody to talk to here in the broadcast booth, but not getting anybody from the interview room. Let's see if I can grab Sean Hook. Hey, Sean Hook, I've snatched you up and dragged you into the broadcast booth. Hope that's okay. Wanted to talk to you about your race today.
Oh, perfectly fine.
Right on, right on. I mean, starting where you were, 6 positions back in 7th, charging through the field, was a win on your mind tonight?
Probably not at the very start. I kind of scuffed up qualifying. I feel like I had a top 3 lap in me, but going into 1 on my hot lap, the back end just came out. So started a little farther back, but pretty quickly into the race, I kind of realized that like how good my car actually was. I didn't really think I had a shot at the win until I got the lead and then just never looked back. And then once we got a green flag run going, I could see what kind of long run speed we had, which was obviously pretty good. So at that point, and then especially once we got the whole field lapped and almost 2 laps,
yeah,
I figured it was pretty much locked in.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. And despite the messy last lap, a little Bahrain-esque, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. That was a little odd. I wasn't sure if they were going to delay the caution or what, but I don't know what caused that. I haven't seen that before on iRacing, but that was interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
I think I was still the only car on the lead lap, so I wasn't worried, but I was just confused.
I think so, yeah. Jared Smith hadn't gotten that wave around, or that lucky dog, excuse me, to get back onto the lead lap. So once the green flag flew, I knew it was over for you, Hook. Talk about your race setup a little bit, tire temperature, brake temperature. What was it part of your setup if you want to give up the secret sauce to your race victory tonight?
I have no clue. From what I saw, the fall off, for whatever reason, my fall off just wasn't that much. I think towards the last 10 laps, once we hit 10 to go, the car just gave up. It just would not turn. But right before that, I was still running 15 5s, 15 6s, and I think the other guys were running almost a second slower. So just the fall off wasn't really there for whatever reason. And then also, I think just managing the tires, the tire temps throughout the run as well. Not really, because I saw a lot of guys at the beginning of the runs, especially early on in the race, sliding the rear tires off the corner and also sliding up into the wall. So yeah, I was just trying not to do that. Keep the temps low, optimum temperatures, and the thing was gripped up. And then the later it got into the race, the better it got. So it was a lot of fun. I mean, the racing all around tonight was really fun. Going through some of the lap cars was a little sketchy at times, but that was fun. The whole deal with the 52, that was kind of crazy. I don't know what happened there off of 2. I just tried to back off, get a good run off the corner, and I guess I slid up. I must have slid up just a little too far, and we got hooked. But luckily, we both kept it straight, no caution, and then went on from there. But that was a lot of fun racing those guys up front. It was a good race for sure.
It looked like it. Sean Hook, is there anybody you'd like to shout out or anybody you'd like to thank here in Victory Lane?
I'd like to shout you guys out for, or shout you out for broadcasting this. I'm sure it'll be fun to go back and watch. Shout out the league for putting it on. This is my first official start for this league, so it's cool to head out of here with a win. All the guys in the race tonight, it was a good race. The Fire for Effect Foundation for hosting this series, and I had my boy with me, John Williams. He races Tuesdays and Sundays. He was in my ear tonight, spotting, keeping me up to date while I was a nervous wreck in the car. I am sweating. My hands were white knuckled, 3 and 9 on the steering wheel, the entire race. So he was just there reminding me to breathe, giving me an idea of what the gap was, and just keeping me calm. So that really helped me out a lot too. So big shout out to him. But just everybody as a whole. It was a great race, great night.
Thank you, brother. Really appreciate you joining me, Sean Hook. And thank you very much for supporting the cause as well. Have a great night, brother, and stay safe out there.
You too. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
And on behalf of the Digital Racing Sports Network, I want to give my gratitude and thanks to everybody watching. It's been a pleasure to see all the YouTube chats taking place, from Robert Burke, Sergeant, Bad Boy, and Jennifer coming in, Travis Lambrecht as well. Just amazing. Thank you guys so much for your love and support to all of the drivers and the Digital Racing Sports Network here at MLSR. So a quick word really quickly about the Fire Foundation and what it means. The Fire for Effect Foundation is a veterans for veterans mission to provide military veterans with material and financial support when they are in need and have nowhere else to turn. The organization grew from a small streaming channel run by 2 veterans into a nationwide service focused on helping veterans in difficult times. If you're interested in joining, if you're interested in supporting, please become a subscriber today. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for staying tuned. It's been a pleasure to take you from green to checkered flag. I've been Sagar Bakshi. Have a great night. And as always, make sure you stay safe out there. Goodbye for now.